Funny story. I'm Leah. This is your weekly reading for community, health, self care, all the things. How are you going to work with the energies of the week to move us forward, move yourself forward? I did not want to film this at all. And I was looking for excuses, and I was like, you know what? It's just really busy. I think I'll do a 2 week break instead of a 1 week break. I'm not going to do it. And I came up here and I opened my drawer, and the little cards were like, well, what if you just sat a different direction in your chair? So normally I sit this way, and I sit like this, and I face this way. And they were like, what if you just turned your body? And I was like, yeah, okay, I could do that. So my question to you today is, where can you just turn your body? And what are you doing that feels impossible or like you don't want to do it? And then, like, maybe one tweak will bring some novelty and change your whole relationship with it. Because that's how I feel right now. I'm like, I don't know, this feels weird, but I feel more energized to do it than I did just sitting forward. So I don't know. Here I am sideways in my chair. I feel like one of these cards is showing me its little color. But no, it's not. Okay. So we're going to start. We've got the picture book of Anna Cortez. We're going to do a card for the community all the way outward, everyone in the world, and how we're going to relate to them. Use the energy that they're bringing up, what energy we're bringing up in that direction. We're going to do one for our homes and our families, and then we're going to do one for ourselves. I do not do reverse cards in these readings, so if they come out reverse, I just flip them around. We're going to go straight up. We got Allegra first. Cool. Morgana. I kind of hope this is another lady. Yes! I don't know why that was exciting to me, but like once I saw Allegra and Morgana, I was like, I hope I get a queen or a lady. So we've got the feminine energy going on, and this is so cool because um, Allegra is like Deja's daughter, and then Morgana is she's kind of like childless. There's a lady in the deck that's Tareen, and she's kind of like her stepdaughter according to the stories. But for this to be our community, this to be our family, and this to be ourselves, I feel like it's very balanced, and I just like the ladies. So for our community, we're seeing Allegra. She is um, a very adept. You can see she's running with a bow. She's got a bag of rocks or something, or clams. She's in the water, so we don't know. But she's running with her blindfold on. She's very adept, very strong. She, as known by the heart turning into the compass, she follows her heart. And this leads her to being somewhat ungrounded because she is really just following her impulses, following her heart. And so she can get into some trouble. This is true for most of the ladies of the deck versus the queens, right? This is that like ungrounded, youthful energy where you don't have the depth of experience to look before you leap sometimes. But bringing this energy out into our community, the look before you leap is very apparent here. Like, go ahead, jump, go for it. If there's something you want to do out in the community, just go for it. You don't have to hold back. You don't have to worry about the consequences because she's very adept at finding her footing, even if she doesn't really know where she's going. So the general message here is just go for it. Just go out and do it in the community. Whatever you've been working on inside your home, inside yourself, if there's something you've been working on, go for it. If an opportunity presents itself that you want to do in the community, go for it. That's what that's all about. And then in our families and in ourselves, we get Morgana, and I feel like she's over here. Her weariness, maybe this is just because I feel a little bit weary, but her weariness is very apparent to me, and her need to just take some time to rest. She's extremely busy. We get her husband a lot in these readings, Marduk the Heartless. So if he's out there like being a warlord, essentially, she's in the castle soothing the rest of the family. She's basically ruling the kingdom by herself because he's off and away. So what is she doing on her own? And where do you feel like you're completely alone in your family in something? And seek out a conversation and seek out support that you're not, if you're, in community, in a family with other people, where are you doing all of it, and where can you be supported, and where can you be with others? Because she's feeling tired. Sometimes I see her and she just looks absolutely gorgeous to me, but today she looks tired. She wants to work with other people, and the fact that she's here with these two queens, these two hearts, really makes me feel like she's ready for some support. And one of the things that's great about these two suits together is that the spades is earth and the hearts is water. So the spades, the hearts, together, you have like a chalice. And without the balance of earth, the water just kind of like flows everywhere. And without the water, the earth is unyielding. So these two together are a balance. So in your family, you may feel like you're out there being Morgana, or maybe there's someone in your family that is the Morgana in this scenario. And there's a hardness that wants to be soft. This is an invitation that she's surrounded by this softness that, if allowed to get in, will make things a little bit easier. So Deja, I've talked about her maybe even last week. She's got her eyes closed. She's taking some time to look inward. She's got this little rose pen thing. She's beautiful and she's supported. Her husband is good King Nehemiah, and he's like this gracious host, kind of like Christmas, Father Christmas style kind of person. And she's sometimes needs to help balance out his excesses, right, in the court. But he's there and he's engendering goodwill, whereas her husband's gone and doing all sorts of war crimes. So the two of them have very, very different lives. And they can complement each other, right? You can have that softness, that ability to rest and look inward, that watery softness, and the harshness of earth. They need each other to balance out. So these are our two besties for the week. Trying to find that balance between Morgana and Deja, and how we live our lives and how we exist in our families. Because this is a very practical reading. Why I do these readings every week is to give us something, a little bit of something to think about in a very practical sense, where all the energy is swirling around. It's what can we do with this practically? So if we are wanting that moment, that ability to rest, do we need to let go of some of the control? If we let go of the control, can we rest? Who in our family is holding all the control, and are we resting? And they're holding the control. And is that a pattern that needs a little bit of balancing? And she's over here with her her rocks that she could throw. She's got a very strong stance of balance. I feel like when you see her, she feels very much stable and on herself. And these two women are as well. But they are leaning on each other a little bit more. Both being queens, they're painted the same colors. And she's kind of doing her own thing. So this support in your family will allow you to do this running off and doing something else. In your household, where does that balance need to be found? And what do you need to seek that balance?